So at our organization, at Human Impact Partners, we have a theory of change about why there are inequities. You saw the World Health Organization definition, but this is the world that we want. Like, we have our vision. Our vision is that families are together, that people have access to stable and high quality housing, that people have food justice or food security, that we have a justice system that is actually healing communities and not necessarily just punishing communities, et cetera, et cetera. This is our vision. It's a beautiful vision. But we think that we're not achieving that vision because there are power imbalances, and I started to say this earlier, but I'll just spend a little bit more time now on this. We think that there are power imbalances between communities that inhibit certain communities, primarily like people of color, women, people who identify as women, our LGBTQ community, poor folks, like disabled folks, that these kind of categories of folks don't necessarily have the same opportunities to achieve this vision. And we think it's because those communities, those populations don't have the same degree of power. And I'm going to define power in a minute, because that's like a word that public health people, like the first time I had to say the word power in a presentation, I was like, but there's a positive, affirming view of power that I think would help us get more comfortable talking about it. But so at root, we have these power imbalances that we say are maintained based on different forms of oppression, based on race, religion, class, gender, sexual orientation, and ability. And because of those, we wind up in a situation with a set of outcomes that are really diametrically opposed from the vision that we want. We see families being separated either through the criminal justice system or through our immigration system. We see people not happening. Every time I'm here, this is my second trip to JCPH. It's probably my 10th time coming to the Denver metro area. Over time, every taxi cab driver or Lyft driver that I've had, like, basically starts talking to me about how people from the Bay Area are moving here and like taking up all your housing. And it's like, wow, okay, I'm not moving here, I promise. But my point is like, why? Why is that not? Why is this more affordable than other places? And what happens when people with means can move here and access your housing supply? So it starts to create pressure for other people. So my small digression is just to say that rather than having housing, high quality, affordable housing accessible to all people, we're in a situation where you're having less and less housing availability for different people. We argue it's because of these power imbalances, food security, income inequality. You basically see all of our outcomes kind of moving in a direction that widen inequities in our